Now, if you listen carefully to Teal candidates, it wasn't just about climate in the election, it was a lot about political integrity. Yet when the then PM and the then opposition leader were asked during one of the debates to name examples of corruption at a federal level, Scott Morrison said he wasn't aware of any. And all Anthony Albanese could come up with was a block of land in Western Sydney that the federal government had supposedly paid far too much for. Bureaucrats in that process were running the show, not the minister, I might add. Even so, this week, legislation for an integrity commission is coming into the federal parliament. The key questions are, what exactly will count as this lack of integrity? And how exactly will this new body operate? The last thing we need is even more constrained decision-making processes where normal political decisions, such as building a road on a corridor X as opposed to corridor Y, are then subject to semi-judicial second-guessing, or where politically motivated charges of corruption are routinely made to kill off a political opponent, or something like a federal version of the New South Wales ICAC, where a political inquisition is about as good as anything at destroying reputations and careers, but has very rarely led to criminal charges and certainly hasn't led to better government in that state. Perhaps in Victoria, something like its IBAC, that has found repeated breaches against the Andrews government over the infamous red shirts affair, but has failed to recommend a single criminal charge. If someone's broken the law, by all means, take the allegation to the police and let them investigate it. If someone has acted improperly, take it to the media. Let it be publicised and debated, and let the people decide the consequences at an election. I'm not convinced we need another expensive watchdog that'll make decision-making harder and scare even more good people away from participating in public life if what we've seen at a state level are what we end up with in Canberra. But I'm not against it. Let's be clear, I'm not against it. But I want to see the evidence that it's going to make the system better and stronger.